I'm Andy the Palm Springs linguist. Today I'm going to share with you my trip to Arches National Park in Utah. You can always count on national parks to be amazing, and today I'm going to explore some amazing ways that different world languages count. Visitors from all over the world come to take in the beauty of Arches National Park. With them, they bring their languages from all over the world, some with counting systems quite different from our own. Math is not a universal language. Sure, every language has a word for every number, but the logic behind the number can be drastically different. So let's take a close look. A base 10 number system, also known as a decimal system, is the most common counting system, which likely came about because humans have 10 fingers to count with. Base 10 means that you use one digit to count up to 9, but then once you get to 10, you must use 2 digits because 10 is the base. Let's take a look at how Mandarin, Tongan, and English represent a base 10 system differently. Mandarin has a transparent system of naming numbers based on their numerical values. Counting in Mandarin sounds like this: 10-8, 10-9, 2-10, 2-10-1, 2-10-2. 258 is said as 200, 5-10-8. Korean and Japanese have counting systems similar to Mandarin. The South Pacific language Tongan has two ways to count, one of which is sometimes called telephone style. In Tongan telephone style, there are distinct words for 0 to 9, but then all numbers greater than 9 are said digit by digit. For example, the number 98 would be 98. The number 2571 would be 2571. Could Tongan have the simplest counting system in the world? Perhaps. Now let's take a look at our very own English. It follows a base 10 system, if you know what to look for. The suffix t indicates that you multiply by 10. So 60 means 6 tens, 70 means 7 tens, and 80 means 8 tens. The suffix teen indicates to add 10. So 16 means 6 plus 10, 17 means 7 plus 10, and 18 means 8 plus 10. The most unpredictable numbers in English are 11 and 12. If they followed the pattern, they would be something more like 1 teen, 2 teen, to fall in order with 13, 14, 15, and so on. In some Germanic languages such as Dutch, the ones are said before the tens. 26 is said as 6 and 20. 75 is 5 and 70. 258 is said as 208 and 50. While this may seem strange to English speakers, don't forget that English does something similar in the teens. 13 is similar to 310. 14 is similar to 410, 15 is similar to 510, and so on. Some languages use a base 20 system, also known as vigesimal. Vigesimal counting systems likely started by counting not only your 10 fingers, but also your 10 toes. The Basque language spoken in the Pyrenees Mountains between Spain and France uses a base 20 system. Notice that once you get to 30 counting in Basque, it becomes clear that the language uses a base 20 system. In Basque, you would say 28, 29, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2018, 2019, 220s, 220s and 1, 220s and 2. Although rare, some languages use a base 15 system, also known as pentadecimal. One example is the Huli language, spoken by the Huli people in Papua New Guinea. Notice that there are distinct numbers for 1 through 15, but afterwards you say 15 plus the remainder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 and 1, 15 and 2, 15 and 3, 15 and 4, and so on. Notice what happens when you get to 30. 15 and 13, 15 and 14, 15 times 2, 15 times 2 plus 1 object of the third 15, 15 times 2 plus 2 objects of the third 15, 15 times 2 plus 3 objects of the third 15, and so on. Beyond base 10, base 20, and base 15 counting systems, some languages use a base 5 system, also known as a quinary system. Quinary systems likely came about from counting the fingers of a single hand. Some languages use a hybrid system. For example, French uses a combination of base 10 and base 20. Counting in French up to 69 uses a base 10 system similar to English, but from 70 to 99, French uses a base 20 system. Notice how base 20 takes over in the following French numbers: 60-10, 60-11, 60-12, 420s, 420s 1, 420s 2, 420's 10, 420's 11, 420's 12. Some languages have more than one counting system, each used for different purposes. For example, Korean has two counting systems, Native Korean and Sino-Korean. The Native Korean numbers are used for purposes such as counting objects, people, and ages. The Sino-Korean numbers are used for purposes such as phone numbers, addresses, dates, and money. The Teso language, spoken in eastern Uganda and western Kenya in Africa, has different sets of numbers based on grammatical gender. Similar to German, Teso has masculine nouns, feminine nouns, and neuter nouns. However, in Teso, each gender of nouns has its own set of numbers. Masculine numbers count masculine nouns, such as 3 boys, and feminine numbers count feminine nouns, such as 3 girls. Notice that the number comes after the noun and agrees in gender with the noun. Now I want to hear from you. Which language's counting system do you find interesting? Let me know in the comments section below. Discover language you were never taught in school while exploring the California desert and beyond. If you enjoyed this episode, click like and subscribe right now to not miss any future episodes of the Palm Springs Linguist. It's completely free. All it does is tell YouTube to let my videos surface for you to see. I'm Andy the Palm Springs Linguist. I hope you enjoyed our trip to Arches National Park in Utah as much as I did, and that you gained some insight into how different world languages count. Until next time, I'm off to the pool.